Bonjour YouTube et bienvenue dans ce 16e épisode si j'en suis la logique. Si c'est pas le 16e, c'est pas grave. On venait de se faire rétrograder de la Brigade des Mœurs, ils nous ont fait passer, pour un pour un con. En gros, ils nous ont chopé en train de s'acoquiner avec, l'allemande du Blue Room Jazz et vu que le chef de la police était, en train de faire les gros titres à cause d'une affaire, avec une prostituée, ils ont préféré sacrifier Cole Phelps et du coup, c'est moi qui me suis fait rétrograder, réprimandé et voilà, finito. Donc on va être affecté à la brigade des incendies criminels et on était parti pour l'affaire qui est le gazier. Voilà, c'est parti. OK, il a retourné le truc. Donc commissariat de Wilshire normalement.
Okay, everyone, keep it down. Cole Phelps joins the arson squad today. How'd you like porking that German whore, Phelps? Phelps is up before a review board in December. Until then, he works the arson desk. End of story. Phelps.
Yes, sir.
I don't care what you did or didn't do, Phelps. I hear you're a good case man. But if you fuck up on my detail, I'll have you out of here before your feet touch the ground. Do we have an understanding?
Yes, sir.
Cap, we don't want a fucking rat like Phelps. Can it, Tilden? Phelps, I'm partnering you with Herschel Biggs.
I don't do partners. You know that, Cap.
You do now, Biggs. Social basket cases like you two should get along just fine. Biggs will show you the ropes, Phelps.
This is arson. There are no ropes.
It shouldn't take long, then. Start with these two. House fires. 326 South Kenmore Avenue. Steffen's family was out of town when it happened. Then go to 4414 Rosewood, family by the name of Sawyer. Fire brigade will be on location.
Are they suspicious, Captain?
That's for you to find out, detective. Now get out of here.
Bon, il est intègre, il dit il en a rien à foutre de pourquoi on est là, mais on est là pour bosser, et si on le fait mal, on dégage. J'aime bien cet état d'esprit. Bon, il est un peu rude, mais... Par contre, Biggs, bon, ça a l'air d'être un... comment ça s'appelle? Un Galloway bis, quoi. Un vieux de la vieille, un peu con.
Someone ought to take him home. He's loaded.
Think those Vice boys get any on the side?
J'ai un nouveau costume, non? Attendez voir. L'outsider et de lynx, dur à cuire. Je sais pas. Foudre de Chicago. Visez juste avec le bar, la Thompson et le fusil à pompe. Bon, vas-y, je vais garder l'outsider, j'aime bien. C'est quoi notre bagnole de fonction, l'incendie criminel?
Grown men playing at being boys.
Ah. C'est un peu décevant.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
So where do you want to go?
How long have you been working arson?
We gonna do the small talk thing now? Talk baseball, exchange addresses? I don't think so. Feeling down, hotshot? Need a buddy? Or look somewhere else.
Bon, bah, grosse ambiance. Big Steak, un sale con. Tout ceci est un complot contre moi. Alors, les pompiers. Ah, je me souviens de ces enquêtes-là. Il y avait genre pas beaucoup de preuves. C'était un sacré bordel, quoi.
There isn't much left.
There never is if the job's done properly.
You think it was deliberate?
Nah, that's real pain in her face. They would have moved out the things they care about if this was insurance. There's no mileage in this. Hello, Mike.
Hey, Hirsch. Cap this one.
Yeah, Mike Brannigan, Cole Phelps. It's okay, Brannigan. His name may be dog shit, but there's none on his hand.
No offense, Phelps.
None taken. Do you have anything?
The fire started
Son nom est
late
couvert
last
de
night.
merde, mais sa main est
Family at
propre.
Catalina Island.
Ça j'aime bien, ça
Won
c'est
some
drôle.
kind of competition. Looks like the only thing they ever won in their lives. They come home with us.
I'd say they were pretty lucky, really.
They don't have any insurance. Everything they own, including the house, is not a pile of rubble
Where are they sleeping?
in the car. It's lucky the whole block didn't burn down. Word is they're bulldozing this whole neighborhood to build new homes for GIs. That's the man in the house, in the ruins. Terry lady is his wife.
We'll take a look around. Come on, Phelps.
J'aime bien la voix de Biggs. Apprends-moi à bosser à la criminelle.
Isn't that the cop who caught the guy that was pretending to be dead?
Incidental.
Je vais suivre mon collègue. Il est où? Là-bas. Une casserole.
Probably nothing.
Une chaussure.
Doesn't tell me anything.
Bon, en gros, il n'y a rien à choper, quoi. Il y a un truc, là? Qu'est-ce qu'il fout? Je le suis, je le suis, je le suis.
That son of a bitch looks a lot like the cop who pointed the gun at me.
Là, ça a cramé.
Mr. Stevens? Cole Phelps and Herschel Biggs, LAPD. I know it's a difficult time, but could we have a word?
Don Steffens.
You were out of town.
We won a prize. We had a wonderful time. Came home to this.
Do you still have the tickets?
Sure.
Give me the tickets. Catalina Island. Agence de voyage Gulliver. Destination. Départ vendredi 19 septembre, 18h. Date d'émission 18 septembre 1847.
It's a formality, but we'll need to speak to the issuing agent.
Ok. Concours pour un voyage.
Can you tell me any more about the prize that you won, Mr. Steffens?
Weekend at Catalina Island. My wife got this flyer in the mail from the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Did you enter any kind of competition?
My wife filled in a flyer. This lady just rung up and told us we won. It's the first time I ever won anything.
Fonds de rénovation.
The redevelopment fund. Did they offer to buy you out?
They're building new houses. They showed their money and most of the neighborhood just packed up and walked away. But I never bargained with them.
GI houses?
Putain, fallait douter.
Yeah, something like that.
That's all we need for the moment.
Je suis une vraie merde.
All right.
Bon. On va aller au téléphone. Je peux pas courir, c'était really.
Know that face? The guy that busted all those Negro drug fishers last week.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need information on the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
Yes, Detective. Just checking. The fund is a semi-government agency established to speed up the building of GI homes. It has private investors as well as a government endowment.
Huh. Do you have an address for them?
There is one listed here, corner of Beverly and Mariposa.
Thank you.
Alright. C'est laquelle ma caisse? Il y en a deux vertes. Je crois que c'est celle de devant, mais j'ai envie de voir celle-là. Si je l'ai débloquée. Je l'ai pas débloquée. Conduisez 40 véhicules différents. Let's go.
He's the dirty cop from the newspapers.
Tu conduis, petit bonhomme?
You can drive.
All right. Where to?
On va voir le domicile des Sawyer. Attendez, est-ce que j'ai tous les indices là? Ah, c'est bon. You drive.
Can you drive to this one? Have there been any other house fires?
This is arson. We get an average of 2 a night. Does that answer your question?
Incendie de domicile des Sawyer. Ah, ils sont morts. Ok.
Hi, Albert. We've caught this case.
Hey, Biggs. We? You have a partner? What gives?
This is Cole Phelps. You may have read about him.
Oh, now I get it. Hello, Phelps. Welcome to the netherworld of arson. Family of 4 found dead in their beds. Heater explosion.
Hey, another one.
Looks that way.
Le Fire Department.
Insta-Heat Model 70. Before you get excited, we get a couple of water heaters a month go bang. Take a look around the yard and see what you can find.
Mal,
Mal.
you gonna stick it out, Cole? I'm gonna try, Mal. What have you got?
Family by the name of Sawyer. Mother, father, and 2 kids. All in bed from the looks of it. Oh, I'd say carbon monoxide poisoning. The burns are superficial.
Time of death.
I'd say about midnight. Anything more exact will take some time to determine. Lynch tells me this has something to do with a faulty water heater.
Could be. There's been a spate of problems with a particular brand. I've got another angle in mind.
You care to elucidate, Detective? This is a murder and not an accident. Sharing information has helped us solve quite a few cases together.
I need something concrete, Mal, before the department gets wind of it. I'm in arson for a reason.
I feel sorry for your wife and kids, Phelps, not for you. But you're a good case man. One of the best I've ever met. I'll help in any way I can.
Thanks, Mal.
J'apprécie ton honnêteté, Mal. Voilà, mais honnête. Mal, j'ai toujours bien aimé. Bon, c'est...
How about the insurance companies write these incidents up as acts of God?
Sur la gueule, mais des brûlés, quoi. Bon, c'est sur quelle baraque il y a un chauffe-eau qui pète, là? C'est pas là? Ah. Toujours pas. Mhm. Je pense qu'il n'y a pas grand chose. Une horloge qui donne l'heure. C'est trop bizarre, ça m'a vraiment montré un chauffe-eau au début et j'arrive pas à le trouver. C'était quand même pas sur l'autre baraque. Peut-être que si. Je sais pas. Oh. C'est quoi ça? Ah bah c'est le fameux truc, ok. Un
Hey,
state.
Biggs! Is this significant?
Regulator valve. Good find.
Detectives? This is the next door neighbor.
Detective Phelps. Can you help?
They were supposed to be going away. They won a trip somewhere. But little Henry got sick, so they had to cancel. What are the chances?
Do you know who ran the competition?
Gulliver's Travel, up on Santa Monica Boulevard.
Tiens, tiens, tiens.
A big help.
Phelps, the guy across the street. I've seen him before. He likes fire.
There he
Hurry,
is.
you can still catch him.
Bon, je peux pas sortir mon flingue, mais on va le courir après.
Stop! LAPD!
See,
Got an ID on you, firebug. Stop right there!
Bon alors là... Putain c'est Marty de Mafia 2. Il s'appelle pareil.
What's your name?
Herbert Chapman.
So you like fires.
Some.
Watching them or setting them?
I don't want any trouble.
Turn out your pockets.
You're a naughty boy, aren't you, Herbert?
I keep myself to myself.
Cigarette in a matchbox gives you a 5 or 6 minute delay. You want more time, you use a mosquito coil. Don't you, Herbert?
You like this fire, Herbert?
Hell no. I heard it over the fire radio. Sounded sweet.
When you finish following your leads, come and see me at the fire station.
Okay.
I have a theory about this.
Will do, Lynch. Take this guy in. We might want him for questioning later.
You got it, detective.
Why have you got such a hard-on for this case? If it is murder, it's almost impossible to prove. Fire doesn't leave much evidence. There's no percentage in this.
I think it's more than one case.
They're house fires, Cole. Accidents, heater fires, gas explosions.
There's got to be a reason.
The reason is you want to be a star again. Forget it. Give it up. You'll feel better.
There's something to this. I know it.
What are you talking about? Arson is insurance. It's always been insurance.
We still investigate the cases, Biggs. The people in this house are dead.
Go soak your head, Phelps. This hero business is a full-time obsession with you.
I'm gonna make this case. I'm gonna rub the department's nose in it. Help me or stay out of my way. You got it?
Il est en colère, Phelps. Il me manque un truc là-bas. C'est quoi ce délire? J'ai dû louper un truc là-bas, on va y retourner. Tu conduis, mec.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
You all seem to be standing around. Shouldn't you be working?
Si je fais ça, est-ce qu'il me reste des indices à trouver ici? Bah non, pourquoi ça me les barre pas? C'est comme avec le tireur là, j'ai encore raté un truc. On va voir.
son of a bitch looks a lot like the cop who pointed a gun at me.
Je sais pas, on va faire le tour.
Remember the dead lady
Ah.
they found under the train? He solved the case. Booked some barfly for the murder.
Qu'est-ce que c'est? Ah. Ah bah c'est ok. Instate, putain oui j'aurais pu voir. Instate, Los Angeles, date d'employé, signature.
Recently serviced.
Matthew Ryan. Putain, heureusement que je suis passé là. Du coup c'est barré, ok. On va à l'agence Gulliver. On y va Biggs. J'avais raté un élément important. En même temps j'étais rétrogradé, je sais plus enquêter. Ça devait être grave confortable les banquettes comme ça dans les voitures. Après niveau sécurité peut-être pas, je sais pas, j'en sais rien en fait. Je sais pas si c'est mieux d'avoir un siège taillé pour la conduite ou une banquette hyper comfy. Je sais pas. Best deals. C'est marrant comme aventure.
Detectives Phelps and Biggs, LAPD.
John Cunningham. Can I help you, gentlemen?
We have reason to believe that the Sawyer family of 4414 Rosewood Avenue recently won a competition run by your company.
Yes, I remember them. They called up to cancel at the last minute. One of the kids was sick. Very unfortunate.
Do you mind if I take a look at that?
Stephens.
Here they are. Stephens.
Et Sawyer.
The Sawyer family. Rosewood Avenue.
Fonds de
Tell
rénovation.
us about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
There's not much to tell. They run a promotion. Our promotion's mailing list covers half of L.A.
Il n'a aucune émotion.
So they are not a government agency?
I don't believe so. Government organizations don't usually get involved in promotions.
Concours publicitaire pour un voyage.
I'm told the tickets were a prize.
Yes, they were.
You do a lot of these prizes.
Look, there are hundreds of these promotions running at any one time. If you're the lucky guy, you get your name pulled out of a hat.
Ah. Mensonge, doute. Ticket de loterie. Doute.
While the Sawyer family were supposed to be at Catalina Island, their house burnt down. You consider them lucky?
Christ. I'm sorry to hear that.
Can you tell me who offered the prize won by the Sawyer family?
Sure. Look, there's supposed to be some sort of supervised draw with hundreds of tickets. But the reality is the Suburban Redevelopment Fund calls me every couple of weeks and tells me exactly who has won.
Ah, voilà une bonne nouvelle.
Thanks for your help.
2 sur
No
2,
problem.
let's go.
Wish I could do something for that family.
You could put round the hat. A few bucks would really help them now.
I suppose so.
Good. I'll put you down for 50. I could tell you were Samaritan the minute I walked in the door.
50? Are you?
Good man, Cunningham. You're all right.
Yeah, I'm great. Poorer, but great.
Bon bah direction, je sais pas, il y a quoi comme adresse? Bon bah le fonds de rénov. Qui trafique les concours et les baraques crament, étrangement.
You're behind the wheel.
You're
Let me
behind the
guess.
wheel.
You want to check out the Suburban address.
Great partners must think alike, Herschel.
chantiers d'Elysian Fields.
This is supposed to be the registered offices of the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
This is an Elysian housing development, Mac.
So Elysian is an investor in the redevelopment fund.
Looks that way.
Are we done here, Mac? I've got work to do.
Sure, buddy. Thanks for your help. Elysian are investors in the suburban redevelopment. So what? If you think I'm putting my pension on the line and harassing Leland Monroe without evidence, you're out of your mind.
Destinataire chantier d'Elysian Field. À Frank Osterman de Monsieur Leland Monroe, objet. Veuillez remplir impérativement les rapports journaliers et les requêtes à l'ordre du fonds rénovation suburbaine en 3 exemplaires. Tout manquement sera passible de licenciement, tout document rempli incorrectement sera
So
ignoré.
Elysian Fields builds the houses, while the Suburban Redevelopment Fund foots the bill.
C'est tout ce qu'il y avait à voir ici. C'est tout ce que j'ai à faire là? Caserne des pompiers. Ah, je suppose que je dois aller là-bas. Bon, on va là-bas.
Can you drive to this one?
On compare ce qu'il m'a envoyé un message. Laissez-moi voir.
Lynch says we should visit him at Fire Station 32.
Who exactly is this guy, Lynch?
Lynch is a legend. You should feel privileged. He doesn't let many people into the inner sanctum. Keep your mouth shut, and you'll learn something about fires.
Caserne des pompiers numéro 32.
We came as soon as we could.
I used to be indecisive. Now I'm not so sure.
Lynch.
Biggs, you two investigating the house fire on Kenmore Avenue as well?
Yep. Why?
I had a look around the place while I was out there.
Do you believe the fire?
I deal in facts, Phelps. Evidence of an explosion. No obvious sign of accelerants. Wiring looks intact. Come and take a look at this.
This the heater from the Sawyer fire, Al?
Yes, it is.
Date employé signature. C'est pas le même nom par contre. Il y avait Matthew, là c'est Reginald Verley.
Huh. Looks like it was recently serviced.
I have a theory, and it's a theory only. I don't have enough evidence to prove...
Al, if you say it's so, we're listening.
Okay, Phelps. You're a bright penny. You have a gas
Vous avez une arrivée de gaz. Un bec benzène comme
You
veilleuse.
have a Bunsen burner as a pilot light. You have a regulator valve, and the balloon represents the gas expanding in the room. Now, the gas has to make contact with the mosquito coil to form an explosion. Let's see if you can work out the chain of events.
Donc on a le ballon. Ça c'est quoi? C'est le bec... C'est quoi ça? Tac.
The gas bubble needs to be next to the coil if it's gonna ignite.
Ok.
Good, your regulator's in position. Okay, I'll light your pilot and turn the gas on.
Vas-y.
Pull the lever on the left to turn on the gas.
So that's how it's being done.
Maybe. There could be a fault with these valves. I've adjusted this one for our experiment, but you need to take it to InstaHeat and see what they say. Their headquarters is on North Harvard Boulevard, number 262.
Thanks, Albert.
You're welcome, Biggs. See you at the next show.
Bon. Il y avait un délire de plaque de police aussi, j'en ai trouvé qu'une dans le musée et j'en ai jamais retrouvé après. Je sais pas si elles sont bien cachées.
How are we gonna look getting around in this thing, Cole?
Le pickpocket.
I don't need this.
Hop.
You know the way. You can drive.
Usine Incendies, c'est parti.
Where are we headed?
Show?
The next fire. We should go to the factory and see how many of these things are going bang in the
Oh mais c'est la voix de... C'est la voix off en fait.
You know this Chapman character?
The guy's a freak. Loves fires. He's the kind of guy that we'd like for a lot of things, but we don't really have any credible evidence to pursue him with.
C'est la voix off qui parle de... Phelps, je crois qu'il fait... Il était un gars bien, mais machin, je sais pas quoi. Biggs. Usine Incendies, 14h36. Alors moi déjà vivant, ça c'est à moi. Voilà, ça c'est à moi, ça c'est à moi. Non, je peux pas. Bon. Pardon, dégage. Ça c'est ça à moi. Packard Custom. J'ai l'impression d'en débloquer 15 000 des Packard. Bonjour.
Olive oil comes from olives. Where does baby oil
That's him, the dirty cop.
The dirty cop.
His wife takes them for all he's worth.
The heck?
New and improved model. They'll be selling these like hotcakes.
Ouais.
The nerve of some people.
Bonjour.
LAPD detectives, ma'am. We need to speak to someone in charge.
I see. Well, duty manager for today is Mr. Rasick. You should find him in his office.
Et elle, la petite secrétaire Cole, tu veux tromper ta femme avec aussi?
Keep talking. Someday you'll say something
Salopard.
Now needs a date. What do you say, Constance?
Qui est le responsable?
How's that just been paid look about him?
C'est pas
I
vous?
swear, this town is going straight to hell.
Je crois qu'elle m'a dit où il était,
I'm
mais
gonna suck the hell out of you.
c'est pas... C'est peut-être lui, vous avez l'air important.
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson. We're investigating a couple of house fires. What can you tell us about this?
Pressure regulator from a Model 70, yeah. Let me take a look.
Celui-là a été modifié.
We have a problem. This has been tampered with.
What?
You see this diaphragm? It forms a seal across the saddle here. Gas flows across from here to here. The diaphragm regulates flow. It's been reversed. It's a subtle change, but it means the gas never closes off properly.
Un State modèle
So you're telling me
70.
that this is not a manufacturing fault or service repair?
I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with the design.
J'ai envie de le croire, mais... On va douter parce qu'il est bizarre. Je ne crois pas. Je veux que vous soyez sûr.
You're telling me that you've never had any problems with this heater?
Look, we've changed the design since the Model 70.
These things are still being installed?
It's the demand. None of us could keep up with the amount of housing going up. At the budget end, we're still using some of the old stock. We are installing 100 heaters a week. They're not all faulty.
They're not all safe either.
Historique des réparations.
Are these diaphragms prone to failure?
They tend to go after a while. The rubber lasts quite a few years and then it perishes.
So the guys' names that I've been seeing doing the repairs on the heaters, they're fully licensed and accredited.
Sure, of course they are.
Révision faite par Reginald Varley. Mhm. Si je l'accuse de mentir, ça se passe quoi, voir?
I think you're lying, Rasik. I think some of your men aren't fully licensed. You're desperate to cover your sales.
And how are you going to prove that, Detective? Name me one of my guys who would have overlooked a fault like this.
Ah bon bah je voulais douter mais du coup... Chauffeur révisé par Sawyer, lui il a tué du monde. Allez hop.
What about Reginald Varley?
You know about Varley. He's on the run for a divorce interstate. It's not so bad.
You in the habit of hiring criminals, Rasik?
I need guys, Detective. This boom is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Let's go.
I want you to get me a copy of the list of your installers.
Okay, I'll get it for you. There, around a dozen of them. Housing business is going crazy at the moment.
Only movie stars have things like that.
Putain, il y en a du nom. Il y a Ryan Matthew là.
This is a long shot. We are not going to roust that whole list.
Et
I want
Varley
to run it by
Reginald.
R&I, cross-reference for arsonists. See if any of these guys have any previous. Sir, I need to use your phone.
Go right ahead.
Calling you stupid?
Il est où votre téléphone?
Stupid people.
Je suppose qu'il est sur votre bureau mais je le vois pas. Ah il est là.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need to know if any of the following names have a previous criminal history.
Okay, Detective, run the names.
Acevedo Ernesto, Clemens Walter, Elgram John, Gable Leroy, Kelligrew Peter, Cutner Robert, Limehouse Albert, Manning Franklin, Neves Raymond, O'Brien Thomas, Ryan Matthew, Spurgeon William, Varley Reginald, Zurich Stephen.
Clemens Walter, previous conviction for arson and malicious damage. Burned down a house in Westwood in 1942. 4-year jail term.
Thanks.
Ryan Matthew, charged for contempt of court, attempted murder,
Tentative de meurtre.
plea bargain down to assault charge.
Anyone else?
There is a Reginald Varley wanted for murder by Detroit Police Department.
Thanks. You've been a big help, young lady. Your employment roster is quite the rogues gallery, Mr. Rasik. Desperate times indeed.
À 4 ans de prison pour incendie volontaire. Ah. C'est con ça.
Do you have an address for Clemens?
He's working on an apartment building on Catalina and 3rd.
What about Ryan?
Currently working at a housing development on Normandy and 1st Street.
Varley, where is he?
Beverly and Mariposa, currently working on a new housing development. Hey, Varley's a good guy. You can't harass all my people.
These guys have lockers.
Yes, they do, but my men have a right to some privacy. Don't you need a warrant or something?
Show him and keep quiet.
Ah bon, bah, ça fait plus trop.
Here. Happy now?
Happy.
Stick around, Mr. Rasik.
Comment je vois les noms? Franklin, Leroy, Clemens. Et c'est que ça? La loi et l'autorité. Un essai sur l'anarchie par Pierre Kropotkin. Pierre Kropotkin.
Clemens is a fellow traveler.
Je vais tout lire là. Les hommes sont constamment enclins en attente ce qu'ils ne devraient atteindre que d'eux-mêmes. Leur propre éducation, de leur propre sens moral. Je vais voir si ça lit toute la page, on va voir. Non, ok. Peter, machin, Acevedo, Matthew Ryan. Hop là. Oh bah. Il en a du tract lui.
Some light reading on the merciless capitalist machine.
Bon, il me lit la même chose, mais putain, faut que j'attende.
Ryan wants the world to be a better place, don't we all?
Ok, ça c'est quoi ça? Pince coupante.
Circumstantial.
Ok. Varley. Oh bah. Pepperwatt Moskill repousse rapidement les moustiques. C'est le truc qu'il y avait c'est efficace contre les moucherons, les temps.
The company went through thousands of these in the war. Still got eaten alive.
C'est ce qu'on a utilisé pour l'expérience.
Barley has a problem with bugs.
Serpentin anti-moustique, ouais. C'est ce qu'on a utilisé pour faire l'expérience avec le gaz. Pas ouf ça. Et il y a un tournevis en bas.
You know that a mosquito coil takes an hour to burn down, Rasic?
No, I didn't know that.
It's the favorite choice of ignition by arsonists. Gives them time to get away.
You're crazy. He probably lives near the canals in Venice. Mind if I leave you to it? I got work waiting.
Ouais, casse-toi. Hein.
3 birds. Clemens, Ryan, Varley. What?
Pourquoi j'ai un chargement? C'est quoi ce délire? J'ai passé une porte. Ok, il y a un incendie qui se prépare.
I need to go over the case notes.
And where exactly are we going?
J'aurais peut-être dû aller voir celui qui avait des serpentins de anti-moustique en premier.
Biggs, LAPD. We want some answers and we want them quick.
Okay, okay. What's this all about? Just tell me what you want.
What's it all about? Tell me how you want. Parle comme un gangster. Connaissance de Varley.
You know Reginald Barley?
No? Can't say I do.
Il se de ma gueule, mensonge.
You have a real viper's nest that insta-heat, don't you? Arsonists, murderers, communists.
What's that got to do with me? You can't prove I'm behind all that.
T'as un tract anarchiste. Ah mais ça n'a rien à voir avec la question que je lui posais par contre. On va douter.
Detroit PD is after Reginald Varley for murder. You want us to run you in for aiding and abetting Clemens?
Whoa, 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 whoa. All I know about Varley is he gets kickbacks from some developer. Does their work first. Spreads it around if he can.
Emploi chez Instaheat.
You were licensed and worked for InstaHeat?
I contract for them. So what?
InstaHeat hires arsonists, does it?
I've worked as a fitter all my life. Put everything I had into that house. And my fucking mudshark of a wife gets awarded it in settlement. She's blowing spics 2 at a time while I'm at work. And she gets the house. Yeah, I burnt it all right. Set fire to that fucker and watched it burn to the ground. I did my time and I'd do it again.
Sorry about the Rouse, Clemens. You did the right thing.
Pardon. À quoi on vient d'assister? En fait, oui, on est d'accord qu'il dire qu'il avait cramé sa femme tranquille, l'autre il fait bien chaud.
Do you know Matthew Ryan?
No. Don't know the name.
You and Ryan are fifth columnists.
And how do you figure that, wise guy?
Ok, c'est bon. Ouais, je
What
peux
proof do
l'accuser.
you have? Been following me to meetings?
Tu as un tract anarchiste.
We found a pamphlet in your locker, Clemens. We can add your name to the register. HUAC might want to interview you.
That shit was from Ryan. He's always pushing that shit on people. Drives me nuts. He's got it in for the company.
All right, Clemens. You're off the hook for the moment.
Can I get back to work now?
Let's get out of here, Phelps. He ain't our guy.
Plus 1 point d'intuition, let's go. Tu conduis. Du coup, j'aurais dû aller de l'autre côté. On va voir Varley.
Where are we headed? Varley's on the run. He might be packing heat. If he's wanted for murder, I say we take the doubt out of the equation and let him have it.
You nervous?
It's been a while.
You were in combat.
In 1917. You know, I never fired my weapon in the line of duty.
That's nothing to be ashamed of. I hope your piece is still serviceable, Herschel.
I may be old and out of practice, but I'm still a Marine, Phelps.
It would be better for our case if we could bring him in, Herschel.
1917, il a fait la première guerre mondiale, Biggs. Incroyable. T'es trop fort, Biggs. T'es dur avec toi-même. Bon, Varley.
LAPD, Varley! Stop or I'll shoot!
Pourquoi il l'agresse comme ça dès le début? Putain.
Stop or I will shoot!
Putain, j'ai pas trop eu de chemin à faire. Allez, interrogatoire.
I'm gonna take a wild guess that you're the same Reginald Varley the Detroit police have an outstanding warrant on. How am I doing so far?
I need a lawyer before I talk to any of you.
Reginald Varley, you're under arrest for committing a series of arsons. You're also under arrest for murder. Detroit PD will be putting in a request for your extradition. Until then, your guess is.
Arson? You can't hang that rap on me.
Be quiet. Be thankful we don't shoot you.
Are all the cops in this town crazy?
Take him away, officer.
Ah bon, bah pas d'interrogatoire. Bon bah, il n'y a plus qu'à aller voir le dernier.
So where do you want to go?
building a better California.
Are you Matthew Ryan?
Who's asking?
Detective Phelps and Biggs, arson squad.
Arson?
You heard the man.
Let's just put this stuff in the car and I'll be right with you.
Hold it, Ryan. I said, son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch. Allez, c'est parti.
Those are GI's backyards he's crashing through.
The damage is only cosmetic.
He's a one-man wrecking ball.
Move in. I'll take out the van.
Oh, Herschel, il a sorti le flingue.
They'll get out of the way.
Only if they hear him coming.
Close it, Phelps. We need to take Ryan
Putain,
down
j'ai été
before he
bloqué par
hurts
quoi?
somebody.
Vas-y, Herschel, tire.
I can't hit a target that isn't there, Phelps. Get in close and steer him off the tar.
T'as les civils qui courent sur ma caisse.
Running don't mean nothing. We gotta get this guy in a room before we can get an angle on him.
This man has got to be stopped.
Okay. One traffic stop coming up. Lay into his wheel well. Come on.
Bien joué, Herschel. C'est moi qui ai tiré, vous inquiétez pas, j'ai pas fait exprès. Je pensais courir.
Why did you run, Ryan?
I was scared.
You got a reason to be scared, Ryan?
Matthew Ryan, I'm arresting you on suspicion of committing a series of arsons.
Pas mal, non? C'est français. Non, c'est américain. Bah du coup, les interrogatoires vont se faire au poste de police, je suppose.
We have 3 suspects. As much as I'd like it to be Chapman, I think it's one of the other 2 guys.
Can you drive to
Let's
this
get
one?
to the station and close this case.
Biggs, il a un bon flair. Il a dit j'espère que c'est Chapman, mais c'est sûrement l'un des 2 autres. Il ne laisse pas ses envies. Enfin, il fait pas comme les autres connards de la Brigade des Mœurs, etc. C'est pour ça que j'aime. Là, j'aime bien Mal, j'aime bien Biggs. Ils me font pas du lèche-bot et en mettent plein la gueule quand il faut. Ils ont bien raison. Wilshire Police Station. Alors.
I want to make homicide. You know you made it if you can get that desk.
I have 2 suspects.
Phelps, you got nothing. Biggs, Ryan's waiting for you in interview 1. Varley's in 2.
Hey, Hopkins, you practicing your asshole routine again? Come on, Phelps.
Merci, Biggs. On commence par la 1 ou la 2? Je sais même pas où elle est la 2. Ah bah elle est là aussi. Donc une, mais attends, je cherche quand même où est la 2, ça m'intrigue cette histoire. Il est dans les chiottes le deuxième suspect? Ah elle est là la 2. Bon, du coup on va... Je sais pas, on va où là? C'est qui là-dedans? Merde. Bon bah vas-y, on va commencer par toi.
We have Matthew Ryan in custody, Varley. I think all we need to do is ask him about this, and he'll rat you out.
Fuck Ryan, that pinko bastard.
Mission au domicile des Sawyer.
Have you ever worked on a place on Rosewood Avenue?
Chez une famille.
Family by the name of Sawyer?
Maybe. I'm from out of town. I go where they send me. I don't do a lot of repairs, though. I'm flat out on new installations.
Doute, mensonge. Merde, je vais bouger ma souris. Attendez, c'est quoi les touches? 1, 2, 3. Tab et... Ouah, trop bizarre. Je veux dire mensonge, mais je veux voir ce qu'il dit.
Why are you lying to me, Varley? If Suburban wants their new installations completed, why are you bothering with wrecks like the Sawyer house?
So I'm lying just because I can't remember if I was there or not? How can you prove that I was?
Chauffe-eau révisé par Ryan. Chauffe-eau révisé par Varley. C'est qui lui? C'est Varley? Oui, c'est Varley. Bah, t'y étais et c'était... Est-ce que c'était bien le domicile des Sawyer ou c'était pour quelle question que c'est les Sawyer? Bah ça non, chauffeur révisé par un...
Your name is on the inside door of their water heater.
Okay. You got me there. Suburban, yeah, they wanted that guy out. Sawyer kept complaining about not being able to get his heater service, so they threw in a free service as a sweetener. I think he played him though, because he still wouldn't sell.
Fonds de rénovation.
Word is, you're in the pocket of some property developer?
Never. I got principles.
Ils ont trafiqué les concours. Selon le responsable Ivan Razik, il est facile de modifier le régulateur de pression. Casier judiciaire de Varley. Est recherché pour meurtre. Déclare que Reginald Varley lui a offert des pots de vin. Ah bon? Donc mensonge.
How did Suburban put the squeeze on you? Did they find out about your record?
There's no way you can link me to Suburban. You're wasting your time.
Walter Clemens déclare que...
You don't ask, you never find out.
Je peux pas mettre de doute. C'était quoi la question? Fonds de rénovation. Et l'autre il a touché des... mensonges. Et si je l'accuse avec la déposition de Walter Clemens?
Clemens says you offered to cut him in on the kickbacks they were offering. I'll testify in court.
Suburban, they got real-time pressure on getting some of the big developments finished. There's some big date that they can't afford to miss. So yeah, I took their money. But so did a lot of guys, all right? Carpenters, electricians, plumbers. It's no big conspiracy.
Okay.
What would reversing the diaphragm of an Insta-Heat Model 70 do?
Yeah, I made that mistake before. You get a big bang when you turn the pilot back on.
So you didn't deliberately sabotage the water heater at the Sawyer house?
No, I did not. You out of your mind?
Si je dis mensonge, chaque fois j'aime bien mensonge.
I don't believe you, Varley. I think Suburban wants homeowners who don't want to sell out of the way.
I think you're out of your mind. Where is the evidence that I have done anything to contribute to this fire? Huh?
Quelle est la preuve? Bon, du coup, la formule fonction de preuve. Tract anarchiste de... Casier judiciaire de Varley. Non, c'est l'autre qui a un casier judiciaire pour un incendie moteur. C'est Clemens, mais lui il est pas dans les salles. Anti-moustique trouvé dans le casier de Reginald Varley. C'est lui Varley? Oui, ah bah du coup c'est ça. Non? Attendez. Chauffe-eau endommagé des Sawyer révisés en fait. Ça peut être ça ou ça peut être serpentin anti-moustique.
Arsonists use cigarettes and mosquito coils as time delay fuses. We found an open box of mosquito coils in your locker.
Whoa, hang on! Those things, they belong to Ryan, all right? He asked me to hold them because his locker's full of stupid pamphlets. I thought he used them for camping.
On va interroger l'autre. 3 sur 3, let's go. T'attends pour le Ono, tu fais quoi? Je travaille mec. C'est pas toi qui va arrêter les criminels mec.
Mouthpiece store strips off me at the
Tac,
grand
tac,
jury.
tac, tac,
Case got thrown out. Now the DA wants my head.
Dispatch.
Why is the word
Phelps,
abbreviation
I think his
so
name
long?
is. He brought in the case of that boy.
Mais tous les jours il bricole l'autre compte de voisin. Salut Ryan.
Save yourself some time and get this thing off your chest.
If that's your opening gambit, you better try again.
Oh, j'aime pas lui. Propagande anarchiste.
So you want to change the world, Ryan?
Yes, I do. So does every reasonable person.
And you're doing your part?
Yes, I am.
Does that include sabotaging water heaters to destroy a company?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Doute. Mensonge, fais voir.
This is industrial sabotage, Ryan. It's all part of your campaign.
You're delusional, detective. What campaign?
Ah, faut que je l'accuse. Quel mouvement? Donc là, c'est. Ok, moi, j'avais compris la question en mode comment prouver que c'est lui qui a modifié. J'étais en train de me dire chauffeurisé par Ryan, mais du coup, c'est pas ça. Quel mouvement? Bah, le mouvement. Ryan. Des trucs anarchistes de merde là.
Your locker is full of pamphlets.
Mamie, elle fait la tête, tu vas te déshériter. Oh.
Sure. I spread the pamphlets.
Et Choukos alors, il va pas te déshériter lui?
Insta-heat heaters break down every day. They're still peddling the same lousy design that they lifted from Hephaestus.
Insta-heat bought out Hephaestus?
Them, Vulcan, Pyro, and a bunch of other companies.
And you still work for them?
A guy has to work.
And the directors of the company. How do you feel about them these days?
You work it out.
Instate modèle 70.
You know how to reverse a diaphragm in the regulator valve of a Model 70 heater?
No, I don't.
Mensonge.
If you know enough to do your job, you know enough to do that repair. You're lying, Ryan.
And how do you think you can prove that?
Eh bah, ton patron, il m'a dit que c'était super simple à faire. Déposition de... Merde. Déposition...
Your boss at InstaHeat said that you've all been trained to
Ça se
do it.
passait normalement bien cet interrogatoire.
Are you calling him a liar?
Okay, so I know how it's done. But what would be the point? You just end up with a gas leak and then a small fire when you turn the pilot back on.
And if you didn't reset the pilot and the gas spread, what was the cause of the fire in your own home, Ryan?
I won't tell you.
Fonds de rénovation.
What can you tell me about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund?
Nothing.
Mensonge.
Tell me the truth, Ryan. It's the only chance you've got. You're getting some kind of kickback from the fund.
So I'm an agitator for change, but I take kickbacks. How does that make any sense?
Eh bien, avec la déposition de Walter Clemens. Ah non, Reginald Varley, merde. Toi, t'es Ryan. Ah. Bah peut-être que toi, tu touches pas de pot de vin.
You're off the hook, for now.
Est-ce qu'il dit la vérité? Ah non, il a dit rien. On va douter.
I think Suburban is a front for your anarchist buddies. They're arranging for people to be out of town while you burn their houses down.
Suburban? What's that got to do with me? That's Farley's bilk. He's the one with the cozy agreement with those fascists.
Position de Matthew Ryan. Inculpation de tentative de meurtre.
You have a history of violence.
I have no such thing.
La gueule ou quoi?
You're lying, Ryan.
And how exactly are you gonna
Bah t'as un
prove
casier
that?
judiciaire, mon petit bonhomme. Outrage et agression. Ryan, c'est lui.
You were charged with attempted murder, Ryan.
It was a court case. No criminal liability was the verdict. They said that they couldn't have known that the faulty heater installation would cause a fire. All I know is I lost my whole family. And the company that was responsible got away with it. What would you do?
Which company?
Hephaestus Water Heater Company.
Bah du coup c'est lui, non? C'est Ryan.
Matthew Ryan, I'm charging you with committing a series of arsons and for the murders of Hank Sawyer, Edwina Sawyer, Henry Sawyer, and Jessica Sawyer.
You're putting an innocent man away here. You hear me? I didn't set any fires. I didn't kill that family.
Merde, c'est pas lui.
Phelps, what you did to your wife and kids was un-American.
My wife threw me out.
Did I ask for your opinion? You're here to listen to mine. What I was going to say, before I was interrupted, was you did a good job on the Stephen Sawyer case. We don't often get results in arson, so well done.
What about me? Do I get a little stamp by my hand or a lollipop or something?
What you get is another case. A bad one, unfortunately.
Dans ta gueule, Biggs. Indice trouvé 16 sur 16, question correcte 15 sur 16. Putain, j'ai 5 étoiles, quoi. Comment ça se fait que j'ai 5 étoiles alors que j'ai pas toutes les questions de bonnes? Matthew Ryan devra répondre de 4 chefs d'accusation pour meurtre face à un grand jury. Incroyable. On va voir s'il y a une suite. Sinon, je mets pause tout de suite. Cinématique. Il y a un lance-flamme.
You're 2 blocks behind first and second.
We have more buildings to clear. You know our orders,
There's
Sergeant.
barely a building left standing or not on fire in your zone, Cole. Is your sector full of Japs?
Questioning my command.
The captain doesn't want anyone falling behind.
Tell the captain we will join him when the job is done.
Just give us the word, Sarge. We'll take care of him. He should be sectioned. That Jap lover's a fucking liability.
We're here to kill Japs, not our own people.
Star-crossed son of a bitch. No one wants to serve under him. He's bad fucking luck.
Can it? We've a job to do here. If I can live with it, you can too.
Bon, grosse ambiance. Attention, je m'apprête à faire pause d'une vitesse. Vous n'êtes point prêts. Et... hop là. Il y avait écrit aux Champs-Élysées, je crois, je sais pas. En tout cas, YouTube, ça va être terminé pour cet épisode. On s'est beaucoup mieux débrouillé sur celui-là. Il y a eu beaucoup de... Bon, il y avait quand même pas mal de chances où j'arrêtais pas de faire un mensonge et ça formulait la question de sorte à ce que je puisse la comprendre. Donc c'était pas trop mal. Bon, moi aussi j'ai eu 5 étoiles alors que j'ai 15 sur 16, j'ai pas tout compris, mais bon, tant mieux, on va pas se plaindre. Donc merci d'avoir suivi cet épisode, puis je vous dis à la prochaine pour la suite, espérons que ça vous plaise autant que moi. Je kiffe bien, bon, on s'est fait niquer par les supérieurs, mais bon, mérité apparemment. Big, je l'aime bien, Mal, je l'aime bien toujours, mais du coup, ouais, le coéquipier qu'on a est beaucoup plus sympathique que Roy, j'aime bien. Bref, on approche de la fin du jeu à grands pas, je pense. Mais on a encore pas mal de missions. Donc, je vous dis à la prochaine, prenez soin de vous, et bye bye.